Hello, and welcome to the next episode on the Cornerstone SMP server. Yeah, we got a lot done with this village, but we're gonna be working inside the new city today, but most importantly, I've been working on the mountains over here. If you can see, those were the old mountains over there. I haven't done any terraforming, with the grass or snow capping them, but I made two peaks over here. Let's take a real close look at it. I haven't done anything on the backside, but kind of got these two peaks laid out. And the biggest reason why I wanted to do this is to get it kind of formed so I kind of knew where this waterfall, and I just fell off the side. Basically where this waterfall was going to line up, because this is going to be like a ravine in between these two mountains. Probably there's going to be the peak. This one's going to be the largest. And as I said before, it's going to go from there, and we'll do gentle and go up kind of there. And I don't know how far over we're going to come with it. Maybe we'll just leave a little bit of grass up here. But yeah, so I wanted to know where this waterfall was going to line up so I could actually get that up to the peak. But yeah, wanted to do a 2-tier, and then from here, it's going to go in between these mountains a little bit. I'll probably end this one on this side, but I'll curve this one around and maybe put like a lake on the backside of this particular mountain. But yeah, I'll be working on this off screen, just kind of as I get some time. I actually had fun just chilling and actually getting some of this done. This actually didn't take too long. When you start getting to kind of some of these details on where the peaks are, that's when it takes a little bit, but doing this kind of up to the peak isn't too bad. But it takes a lot of materials, which so far I have a lot of stone, so we're in good shape. Alright, so let's talk plans. I have kind of made a little bit of an effort to kind of plan out what I want to do. I still don't know how I want, or how far I want to put that wall or curve it around or whatever, but I did lay out plans for this side. We'll be putting a house here, but we'll come to that in a second. So if we go over to this side, I've laid out some pillars where I want this wall to end up. So you can kind of see that it goes to this way and then takes a 90-degree turn, goes up this way, goes to there, and goes up. So you can kind of see that it follows along here and then ends right at this spot here in this ocean. What I want to do here is end the wall and make this real sheer so, basically nobody could get up. Probably take down that crazy nonsense and basically make it sheer all the way along here. Let me see if I can actually fly. And then put something like, I don't know, a port or something in this area here. We'll continue we'll make this sheer and continue a wall in between here and here, but make this like a dock area or something like that. And maybe what I want to do is probably widen out this, because obviously a ship can't make it through there. But it's kind of interesting how this ends up. Part of me wants to leave it this way, and part of me wants to open it up. So actually, I'll probably end up opening this up. But it's kind of cool that you could probably bring a ship in and then actually continue on. But we'll see. That's going to be way in the distance. But the big thing I want to tackle today is this house. So I've been in creative trying to get a palette down. Something that's not crazy, because there's going to be a lot of houses in here. And most of them, unlike, kind of what we've been doing lately, is that each one of these houses had a purpose. The ones in here, although I may do the interiors, a lot of them probably aren't going to have a purpose. This one here, so basically the entrance is going to be right here. We'll go up, and then out here there'll be kind of a little like garden or something like that. But the most important thing is this dripstone farm. So what I'll probably do is make this, I want to do a shop, and we'll call it Drippy. Yep, Drippy, that'll work. So we'll do the dripstone, and then obviously, this will be kind of the headquarters and how you get to my dripstone farm, which I'll show you real quick if you guys haven't seen the last episode. That's the storage, but the dripstone farm is here. So let's talk a little bit about the buildings that I've done before. I'm kind of standing over here in between my old builds. Let's take a look at it. So the height on these is 1, 2, 3, and yeah, the floor starts there, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I cheated on this one and actually put half slabs, but let's just call this one 3. 1, 2, 3. Just lit that off in front of his face. So this one here is 1, 2, 3. Well, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4 essentially, but I didn't put a second floor on this one, so it kind of feels a little bit bigger in here. So this one's definitely 1, 2, 3, and then kind of like a roof line at 4. And that seems to be the theme. So I would do 1, 2, 3, and then put a beam on the 4th block. 1, 2, 3, beam. 1, 2, 3. There's a beam in there. Again, this one I cheated and gave it a little bit of head. And then let's go around here just to show you that 1, 2, 3 beam, 1, 2, 3 beam. 1, 2, 3, and then basically a floor or a beam. I want to go bigger perspectives than that, just to give a little bit more headroom inside. All right, let me show you what I got going on. So basically a door is going to be one up. We're not going to do a foundation except for at maybe that level. So you come up and then you come back down in. But the most important thing is that I'm going to do something like 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll put trim. And what this is going to allow me to do is put a window at 1, 2, 3 high. Basically, if you can imagine, door's going to be here. Obviously, there's going to be windows over here, but so we'll be able to put a window in this space. So this is going to elongate it out. I don't quite know if I'm going to be able to do some more details along the rim, but I want to do a little bit taller perspective. So let me get into this wish right now. I wish I had replay mod. I kind of wanted to, I've been waiting on this one, trying for it to come out, but I'm not a VIP, so I don't have early access to it. They're about 75% through it right now, so I'm just going to have to do this one without it. But so basically what you can kind of see is I got 5 across, and I just kind of went with that 5 across theme with the exception of this little kind of push out here. It's going to be kind of a standard medieval build, but as we get into it, I'll do different shapes and maybe put awnings on the front just to make it more interesting. But I wanted it to be real tight back through here. And then obviously there'll be a main road that goes that way, but there'll be another house kind of in this area, but I'll make it a real tight quarters just trying to get back here. I'll do another house here, another house there, but I wanted to just be just real tight through here. So let me get kind of a layout on this one. I'll be right back with you. So I didn't get it recorded, but Elementalist came over here and he needed more black dye. And I got that squid farm and it's just rocking. So instead of doing diamonds, which I really don't need at this point, we traded. And we did 8 boxes. And here's what's in the box. So shards, a little bit of the bricks. And this is going to allow me to basically make up any of the prismarine stuff that I need, which we might do for roofs. Yeah, I don't have any major plans for this, but I will definitely put it to good use. So thank you, Elementalist, for the trade. This is going to be a huge help. For those of you who watched my 117 video where I went over all the blocks, I was saying that the candles didn't have flames. Well, where is it? Animations. I had particles to minimum. And there's a reason for that. So one of them I already changed. Go to animations. And what that was the potion particles. I hate having those things floating in front of my view. And I especially hate it for you guys. So I took off dripping water. But the problem is listen, that just annoys me. Yeah, I can't deal with that sound. But here's the thing. If I actually go back to particles, minimal. Nice and quiet. That's why I had that off. So, yeah, the candles may not work, but at least my sanity is a little bit there. saves it. So here's the bottom, and it just looks funky without the top. I mean, I hate this, but gonna leave it there. It looks good as a whole, but this is kind of the general idea. And I decided to put stairs here, even though if you get up close to it, then obviously these would kind of overlap in the middle there, but, or hang over, I should say, not overlap, but I still like it. I still like it. It looks really good. And for the top, we're going to have to go get some resources for the top, so let's go get them. Can you guess what we're going to build out of yet? Can you? Can you? Can you? It's actually not purple. We're going to go with a combination of the brick and the regular end stone. I think that's going to be a good combination. Once you see it kind of against the woods, oh, it just looks so good. So let me destroy a little bit of this and a little bit of this building and get some bricks, and we'll be right back with you. Well, gutted out a couple of these buildings. The main one was down below. But what I did is I just got a row of each of them. I think that's going to be plenty. It's not like we're going to be using it as a huge, I mean, it's just going to be the wall of the second floor. So I think that's going to be plenty for a while. And while I was at it, I kind of got some end rods here. But let me pack this stuff into the ender chest and let's get back. You know what? I came here and I didn't really pay attention. Whoops. To which direction I came. Oh, wait a second. I don't need to get back. I can use that portal. Excellent. Oh, my lord. Look at what I just found. This guy actually has a drip leaf. So we can get 10. I probably went through at least 5 of these guys. And I've been on for about a week. Yeah, these guys are real rare. There you go. So that is the second story. I love this color combo, and I have no clue why. This just looks horrible. Absolutely horrible to my eyes. Looked good when I was in creative, but this, I have to fix something better for the front door. What I actually could do, let's see if it'll actually work out. I mean, that looks a little bit better. Maybe we can take it one step further. Look better. One up or right above the door? One up, just because of this inset. There you go. So that's a little better. Yeah, so for the roof is going to be really cool. So how many different colors of planks do we have? A bunch. So what I'm going to do is warped in between for a nice color pop. That's kind of why I chose these soul lanterns. Just gives a nice little color pop against the blue. I love the blue against the end stone. I mean, I like blue against anything, but it just looks really good. So yeah, this is kind of the color thing. The roof is going to be really tall. Let me get the rest of this house laid out and get the roof in there. And yeah, I like how this is coming out. Ooh, Lord, I like this one. Really cool shapes out of this. The roof was a little bit hard because we're basically doing 5, 5, 5, and then back in 5, and then I think this one's what, 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So lining up the roof on that. Oop, I've fallen in water. Yeah, so getting the roof to line up on all that was really fun. I actually really like how this one turned out, where it's 6 popping up. Let me show you the other side of that real quick. Yeah, maybe up here will look good. Yeah, so you got this kind of little balcony that's hanging out over it. I think that actually gives it a really cool look from, yeah, down here. Yeah, I love how this came out. However, I want to try to change some stuff up. So there's a little bit of blank space here. So let's try something that I've seen, but I've never done myself. Oop, killing too many blocks here. What we can do is put a little dark oak logs in the background here. And then strip them. Let's see how that looks from the outside. Oh, do I like it? Do I not like that? I think that might be too dark, so let's go with spruce, not the dark oak. All right, that gives it a little bit of a unique look to it. I think what might help this, maybe some trap doors. Getting better, getting better. I've got to go look and see what some other people did to make around this out. I like the look of it, you know, gives a little bit bigger arch. And that's why I wanted to go with a taller perspective. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4. We actually have 5 to play with just because I raised this one up. And that way we can do some like insets like this. Yeah, we'll see. I've got to play around with that. But the other thing that that causes is that now this is blocked off. But I don't like how busy this is. So I think that's actually going to help us. So what we can do is eliminate this. All right, I don't like that this one's offset, so let's move this inward. The funny thing is you will never see this. I mean, this is going to be another building starting right here. But just because my OCD will not help it. There, and I like the single shutters better. It's like I like the bottom, but I don't like the top. Yeah, well, since you're not going to see it for now, I will just... Yeah, I said I didn't like the double windows on this side because it looked too busy, but I love this side where it's the double here and just the door. Still not 100% about the door. That's a work in progress right now. So let me do a few things and we'll be right back with you. All right, well, that was fun. We just had an earthquake. I live here in California. I was just about to record and everything started to shake. That was fun. Well, let me show you this, what we got here. Ta-da! I love how this came out. Love, 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 love. Yeah, so things have changed since the last you've seen it. Yeah, so what I decided to do is put some walls here. You know, if somebody's coming along here, you don't want them stepping on your front porch. So kind of made it a little bit of protective. And I think the azalea bushes make it. So I did a little bit of that. Just a little bit of the glowberries. A little bit of that. Oh, I just saw something though. There, that's better. I did it on this side, but I didn't protect it on that side. I don't want that stuff spreading. Yeah, so I also put the glow lichen up top as kind of like a little bit of like a gray moss. I want every single color imaginable of this. Like a muted red, some browns. I want more of that. That is amazing. I love that stuff. Been putting it everywhere. I even put a little bit on the ground here. And then I needed to light this up, so I did the old trick. Did that in some key spots. Oh, I see another spot that... There we go. Prevent that from spreading around. Yeah, so I love how this came out. I just did a little bit on this side. And I did really nothing on this side other than fixing a little bit of the windows. Yeah, so I've got to take that out a little bit later. I could sit here and stare at this for a while. So here's my thoughts. Let's prop ourselves up here. I don't know about going with a perspective of 5 on the top. It's cool looking, but I like smaller windows like this, so I've got to figure out what we can do on the bottom to kind of trim it out and make these things forced, or I just go with 1 block less up on the top. I love it on the bottom though. That came out really, really good. Yep, I can see her stare after days. So anyways, let's do this. I think I need to wrap it up. I didn't really put an interior on this, but yeah. So if you're not subscribed yet, I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you enjoyed this content, hit that like button. Until next time, see ya!